a video demo for the Zoom MIDI effect controller, a project originally created by Massimo. I saw his video on YouTube and decided to reach out to him for me to build this project too. Okay, I'm gonna turn. By the way, disclaimer: I'm doing this in English, although it's not my my mother tongue, because other people may want to know how this pedal work and they don't speak my native language. So if I say anything wrong in English, that's just because it's not, again, my mother tongue. And the casing that I have right now, this is just temporary, that's why it's all scuffed up. I just built this to hold all the buttons in place. Alright, so by the way, this supports Zoom G5, G3, MS50, 70 CDR, and I think 60B. Alright, so let's turn it on. Okay, now it's waiting for the USB. So I'm gonna connect the Zoom on the USB port. I'm just using a regular USB. It powers it up. As you can see, it detects it automatically. Now this has 3 modes. The first mode that we have right now is just normal mode, wherein it scrolls through the presets that you have on Zoom. See the plus and the minus. Plus, obviously, going up the bank. By the way, this is number 1, put switch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so foot switch 1 and 3 corresponds to the plus and minus right here. Alright, so again, plus going up the preset. As you can see, it also changed on the Zoom pedal. My pressing 1 goes down the preset. Alright, now if you press button 2, this blinks. What this does is it will allow you to scroll through your preset without the Zoom changing. So you can just search for the preset that you want, and once that you find your preset, press the button 2. That's the only time that it will change. So that's the normal mode. Now this is the mode button. I'm gonna press it and it will now be in the E-patch mode. E-patch is basically assigning a preset Zoom, the preset that you have in the Zoom on any of the pedals. And it's numbered foot switch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so press number 1 will be in the copy patch. Okay, press number 2 will be in the next patch. Let's say number 6, and will be in the preset number 6. You see the square, by the way, indicates which preset you have selected. Okay, now this one here at the top is a default patch. You can use this as your reverse, or in this case a bypass. You can access it by pressing the same button. Okay, so we're now in the 63 spring, button 6. If I press it again, it will go to bypass. So same thing with any other buttons, and press it again, it will be in bypass. Okay, now if you see here, we have E-patch 0. You can create up to 50 E-patch. You navigate the E-patch by holding down the mode button. You will see the navigation icon. Press 1 or 3, 1 going up, 3 going 3 going up, 1 going down, and then once that you want to go to the ePatch, press the mode button again. Okay, ePatch 1 is empty, doesn't have anything in there. So let's go back to ePatch 0, and now I'm gonna select preset 1. I just randomly created a patch that has all the effects assigned. So I'm gonna press the mode button again. We are now in the third mode, which is the eFX mode. This is basically this will allow you to control the effects that are on the zoom pedal. Again, I assigned this to button 1 controls effect 1, button 2 controls effect 2, button 3 controls effect 3, and so on. Okay, now just to demonstrate, we're now tremolo. Tremolo is button number 6. If I press it, turns it off. Press it again, turn it on. Let's go to noise gate, foot switch 5, off, on. Limiter, foot switch 4, off, on, and so on and so forth. You can turn off the effect as you press the button. And just to show you that it controls the effect even though it's not on the screen, right now we're in limiter. Let's go, I'll turn off the Optocomp. Okay, so it should be off, and it's off. Turn it on, turn it off, and let's go back to the FX4. I'll turn it on while it's not on the screen, and it's on. Okay, and again, you see eFX 0, you can set up to 10 eFX. The reason it's up to 10 eFX is because you can assign, you can rearrange the effect assignment. You can have effects number 2 assigned to button number 1, effects number 3 assigned to button number 4, and so on. Okay, and to navigate, the same thing with ePatch. Hold down the mode button, number 3 to go up, foot switch 1 to go down, and to confirm again, mode switch. Okay, now let's go to ePatch. By the way, this button, this knob here also acts as a button. It's when you're pressing this, it works the same as the mode switch. Okay. Now, having said that, you can actually limit the mode that the mode switch will toggle. To set that up, just hold down the menu button, and you'll go to toggle mode. So I'll say I want it to change ePatch and effects only, or normal and eFX, or normal and ePatch. Okay, some example, I'll just set it to ePatch and eFX. Press the button again, save, and now if I press the button, it will only toggle between ePatch and eFX. Now that only applies to the mode button. The menu button here, when you press it, it will still toggle through all, or cycle through all the mode that this MIDI pedal has. Okay. Now to assign a patch or create a patch, let's go to ePatch 0. By the way, you can also use this to navigate your patch or eFX. So we're now in ePatch 1. Let's say I'll choose a patch here. I created this or named these preset just to set some example. Alright, so we're in verse 1. To assign the patch, hold down the button, and you see assign patch. press that button, and then you are going to be asked to select a foot switch. So let's say I want it to be in foot switch 1. Select number 1, press the button. And now which bank, as I mentioned earlier, so we'll assign it to bank 1. Now if you see, we're ePatch 1, ePatch bank 1, you have the verse. Let's say go into interlude, assign patch foot switch to bank 1. Okay, now you have the interlude. Okay, so that's how you assign patch. Just keep on doing that to fill all the 6 slots, and also the basic, as you noticed earlier. When you go to assign patch, the very first option is basic patch. So let's say just assign it to basic patch, and it's going to be at the top. So that's assigning ePatch. Now for the E effect I mentioned earlier, you can create a different E effect assignment. You see this one is empty right now because it's not yet assigned. So you press the menu button and go to assign E effect. Now you see foot switch 1 is asking what effect you want it to control. Is it effect 1, effect 2, effect 3, effect 4, and so on. Okay, just for simplicity's sake, I'll just choose effect 1, assign to effect 1, effect 2 assign to effect 2, effect 3 assign to effect 3, effect 4 assign to effect 4, effect 5. But again, you can just mix match these things. Effect 6. Now you have to select the effect bank. I'll put it into effect bank 1, and now you can see it's the effect buttons assignments are now set up. What else do we have here? Let's go to menu button. Okay, on the menu you have the starting mode. Here you can choose what mode this pedal will be in whenever it boots up. So you can go to normal, you can set it to normal mode, ePatch mode, and E effect. So let's say I wanted to start with ePatch mode. I just press that, we'll save it. Now if I restart the device, when it boots up, it should be in the ePatch mode. And it is in ePatch mode. Okay. By the way, the communication between these two, it's bi-directional. Meaning, if I press this button, that will also change. If I press this button, that will also change. Whatever you do here, it will change here, and whatever you do here will also change on the zoom pedal. Yeah, I'll be posting the URL of the original developer for this pedal, Massimo, on the description. You can go to his site, and also the original video that I've seen him demoing this pedal. Thank you.